Vani. Hope you all are fine. And note tomorrow is Sri Ramakrishna's Tithi Puja, that is, it's his birthday, which is going to be celebrated in all the centers of Ramakrishna Mission and Mutt, and also Ramakrishna Sharda Mission and Sri Sharda Mutt, right? Now, today we are going to do The Mother Dances on Shiva. This is a lovely topic. And then repetition of Om. The Master himself is present in Belur Mutt. Need of devotion as well as meditation. Telling the beats. These are the topics that Mahapurush Maharaj will be discussing today. So we will start the reading. Mahapurushji now lay down in his bed, and in that reclining posture, he read the name of the various aspects of the Divine Mother and recited some Vedantic sayings as also the Devi Sukta. Then he sat up saying, "Fine, wonderful, I was having such a charming current of thoughts. There lay Shiva without any motion, and the mother danced on him. Shiva is, of course, eternally motionless, while the mother has her eternal dance. There is this eternal inaction inside, and this playful activity of the mother is outside." A brahmachari asked him one day, "When one feels a strong pull towards the path of knowledge, can one repeat merely the word Om without repeating the mantra of one's chosen deity?" "Yes, there is no harm in that," replied Mahapurushji, "for that Om is nothing but Brahman. One can think of the Master as Om. There is no harm in that." A few days later, he asked that brahmachari, "Well, are you practicing your Om?" When the brahmachari replied, "Yes," he said encouragingly, "That is fine, that is fine. But Maharaj," put in the brahmachari, "as I keep on repeating Om, the body becomes stiff, and that produces some fear." "When you feel that way," said Mahapurushji, "you should pray to the Master thus: Master, you yourself are this Om. Kindly lead me along the right path. Do please ordain it in such a way that I may attain the truth, be it knowledge or devotion, for both are the same. Pray thus with all earnestness." A monk had been suffering very badly of late. Mahapurushji said to one of his attendants, "I wish very much to see him. Can you carry me down to him in a chair?" Proximity will help the patient. So proximity of a person like Mahapurushji always helps the patient. Sympathy is very much needed. The sympathy of people around can cure a disease. As one of the attendants of Mahapurushji had fallen ill, another monk had been fanning Mahapurushji for 2 hours every night for the last 2 days. Belur Mutt had no electricity in those days. On the third day, Mahapurushji told him, "You had better take rest, for it gives you trouble. I do not need any more fanning." "No, no, Maharaj," said the monk. "I feel no difficulty at all. How can we achieve any good unless we can serve you?" "Yes," replied Mahapurushji, "that is true enough. For we are old monks. Besides being the servants of the Master, it will do you good if you serve us. There can be no doubt about that." One day, a monk asked Mahapurushji with great feeling, "Maharaj, will it all end in seeing the Master in the picture alone in my case? Shall I have no realization?" No, no, replied Mahapurushji with the utmost encouragement. Why should it be in the picture alone? You will have him living vision here itself. And he pointed to his own heart. It was the birthday of Sri Krishna. A monk asked Mahapurushji, did the master have any special spiritual moods on such a day? How can I remember so much? Said Mahapurushji. The fact was that the slightest suggestion sent him into states of divine absorption. You can get some glimpses of this in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, though that is not a complete picture. Master Mahashay, that is the author of the Gospels, did not visit the Master every day, nor did he record all that he saw. He had, of course, a wonderful memory. Even so, how much can one put in writing from memory alone? The monk, Swamiji, that is Swami Vivekananda, had a wish that all the instructions that the Master had imparted personally to his close disciples should be collected and kept on record. How can you get all that now? Inquired Mahapurushji, for most of them have already departed. In the evening, Mahapurushji said to a devotee, go and attend the evening service of the Master. The Master himself is present in Belur Mutt, for Swamiji installed him here. Know this as a truth. When the monk who performed the daily worship of Sri Ramakrishna at the temple saluted Mahapurushji one morning, Mahapurushji was in his own spiritual mood, uttering, Glory to Guru Maharaj, glory to Guru Maharaj. Then, as his eyes fell on the monk after a while, he said with affection, it is very good that you are performing the worship of the Master. May you be filled with devotion and faith. At the end of the worship, you should pray thus, Master, may it please you to have your worship performed by me in the way that pleases you. For what do I know of your worship? Those who are working here in connection with the Master's service will all be blessed. Many assert the Master is present everywhere. That is quite true, but his manifestation is greater here. For Swamiji installed him here. Do you not know that Atmaram's vessel, that is, the vessel which contained the ashes of the Master, which was installed at Belur Mutt by Swamiji? Another day, he asked the monk, do you practice a little japa after opening the shrine in the afternoon? Yes, Maharaj, he replied. Yes, you have to maintain a current of spiritual idea flowing there always, so that whenever anyone goes to the shrine, he will have the feeling of being in the presence of God himself. He likes his devotees and their devotion. What else can be the idea behind a personal God? Doing a little meditation, that alone will not help. One must have devotion. In fact, one must have both devotion and meditation. Many monks had gathered in Mahapurushji's room in the morning, and the talk turned to the telling of the beads. It is people with gross ideas alone, remarked Mahapurushji, who think that the more one tells beads, the more he becomes religious and it becomes closer to God. Does he really look at the number? He only watches how much the heart is dedicated to him. If the proper divine mood prevails, what does it matter whether you keep count or not? A monk. Yes, Maharaj. Sometimes it seems that the telling of the beads is itself a sort of distraction. Yes, it is really so, said Mahapurushji. I never take to telling beads or such things. As a saint has put it, he that tells beads is rather an ignorant person. But then one needs the rosary, for one has to show that one is a holy man. He laughed as he said so, and then added, I have kept a rosary there, pointing to the rosary placed round his own photograph on the wall. Telling of the beads does not occur with me. All that is done by this one, that is pointing to the picture again and laughing as he spoke, the master used to say, the telling of the beads comes first, then comes meditation, and after that, divine moods, divine absorption, etc. In the afternoon, Mahapurushji was pacing up and down the upper veranda of the mutt overlooking the Ganga, while Khoka Maharaj, that is Swami Subodhananda, sat at the other end of the easy chair reading the Bhagavad. Turning to an attendant present there, Mahapurushji remarked, Khoka Maharaj is pouring out the Bhagavat. Yes, Maharaj, replied the attendant. He has finished many other Purans. He had read the Shiv Puran, for instance. Yes, added Khoka Maharaj, one has to keep oneself engaged in something. Why something? Remarked Mahapurushji. Is the Bhagavat an ordinary book? The Bhagavat and the other Purans speak to us of the truth alone. In the evening, as he watched the moonlight river from the same veranda, he said with folded hands, Glory to Mother Ganga, glory to the Mother. Please grant me devotion, Mother Ganga. As his blood pressure had gone up, and as the doctors had forbidden too much talk, the attendant reminded him of this, to which he said, I am a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, to be sure. Even when suffering excruciating pain from such a dangerous disease as cancer, how he felt for all who visited him and how he talked to them. And am I to keep quiet? The body is not well. What of that? Does it look nice that you should come and depart silently after saluting me? What will you think of me? You may well think, so a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna is like this after all. He was such a wonderful person. So today we listen to the fact that the mother dances and the mother is holding this universe. And we learned that Thakur, that is the master, grants us everything if we pray to him. तो चलिए हम सब प्रार्थना करें. कल श्री रामकृष्ण जी का बर्थडे है, तिथि पूजा है. आप सब उनसे प्रार्थना कीजिए कि may he give us devotion and love for him. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Do keep tuned to Devakshar, like and share our videos, and do subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.